The Guy, Sharyn and Clint podcast.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Guy, Sharyn and Clint podcast.
Thanks.
Well, you're welcome. Sharyn is on the podcast, but she's not on the introduction because she's run out the door to go on a dinner date.
Oh, I'm tuning out. I'm not into it anymore.
Well, she's on the podcast, she's just not on the intro.
No, intro's my favourite bit, mate. If Sharon's not in it, then I'm not in it. Mm-hmm. She's out. You have to introduce what's coming from the show yourself if she's not going to be here.
Is this real?
Yeah. It's protest.
Fine, okay. In the show today, Guy has a real bad show. He doesn't say anything funny.
All right, I'm coming back to say it. All right, I'm back in the podcast. Plus, I couldn't go for talking that little amount of time anyway. In the show,
I couldn't go for talking that little amount of time anyway.
What can I say? I'm gifted. Joel Little is on the show. He's the guy who produced the Lord song. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. We
also talk about the mouse in Clint's house and what's his name? Gorgeous Mike. We have changing room anxiety. Oh my God. The awkward bit where Cliff Curtis paid me out in Maori for Maori Language Week. That's tense. Mm-hmm. And Clint gets electric shocked in a lie detector test.
I get electrocuted in the tongue.
Strap yourself in, guys. It's going to be a shocking time. It took me 2 days to think of that. It's come out now. Genius.
Guy, Sharyn and Clint on the edge. Welcome to Market Watch with your host, Guy Williams.
What's happening in your flea market, your local town farmers market, any market that you've been to and you've got a cool story about or want to talk about, then call us on 0800 The Edge or text into 3343. This is Market Watch. This week I went to the French market, which is in Auckland.
Oh, oui, oui.
It was one of those experiences where you're like, everyone here is way cooler than me. I'm out of my depth. I went to one of kind of like the hippie kale juice place. Are you guys familiar with this?
I know of it, yeah.
One of the biggest
green juices, green smoothies.
I was going to badmouth them. Now you've said their name, so I could be nicer to them.
No, that's not the business. It's just the type of smoothie that they do.
Yeah.
Well, it's probably called the Green Smoothie Company or something, eh?
You know a place is cool when they're so cool that they can't even have cups. They've got to have jam jars.
Oh, yeah.
And they don't let you go away with the jam jars. You've got to bring them back. So good on them for being environmental. But at the same time, their product, which is like amazing, it's got like eggs and kale and spirulina and grass and other healthy stuff that I don't even know the name of. It's so brainy. And you drink this thing and you're like, amazing, this is going to be awesome. And it just tastes like dirt. Have you experienced that? Where it must be amazing.
Yeah, well, anything that's super, super healthy and comes from the ground sometimes tastes like juice.
So I was so stoked. And the guys who work there had this amazing buzz on, like they kind of had like found Jesus or something like that. So full credit to them. But I'm sorry, guys, your $15 smoothie was pretty rough, eh?
If you're paying $15 for a smoothie, then more for you.
I deserve to be punched in the face.
Let's take a trip around New Zealand on the phone.
Let's go. Liam from Pakuranga. What's the latest news from your markets?
About a year ago in night markets in Pakuranga Plaza, I went with my mum, and about half an hour later, I realised that she'd left without me.
Oh,
dang!
No.
How long were you stuck at the Pakuranga night markets?
About 10 minutes before I thought, fuck it, I'll just walk home.
Thanks for the update, Liam. Really appreciate it, mate. On to the next one.
Megan, what's your Market Watch story?
Me?
Yeah, you Megan?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's you then.
I sometimes sell loom bands at the night market.
And what's a loom band?
It's like a bracelet that's made out of rubber bands, and you can do like 1,000 designs.
Wow.
Yeah, duh.
And how many
Sharyn,
do you sell?
can you sound any more sarcastic? Wow. And you weave the bracelet out of rubber bands.
Wow.
Awesome. Hey, thumbs up, Babs, thumbs up. How much do you want to plug your loom bands?
Pardon?
Do you want to plug your loom bands? Go, come on down to the Browns Bay Market. We've got some bloody loom bands.
Just come down and buy some of my loom bands at the night market. With you.
And they're rubber bands, and you can put them on your wrist.
Wow.
And like you can make like earrings and necklaces and anklets.
Wow.
Update from the Browns Bay Market. Someone said, texted in, I saw half-price books and was excited. Then I heard the owner tell the shop next to his that the night before he put double-price stickers on all of them, so they were still the same price. Classic from the Browns Bay Market. We go to the lines now. Widdamoo, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Yep.
Widdamoo, what's going on in your market?
Just the Nelson Market.
Classic.
Yeah, thought you'd appreciate that.
Absolutely.
Just strolled down to the Nelson Markets and got one of those really gross juice things from Yaza Cafe. and and bumped into my auntie Marcia, who I haven't seen in like 10 years, which was pretty
Excellent.
awesome.
Thanks, Whittamoo. Going to the next market now. Aisha, are you there? What's going on your market?
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
What's going on your market, Aisha?
I sell fudge at the local farmers market.
Amazing. Do you want to give it a plug? Whereabouts is it?
It's the Oratia Farmers Market in West Auckland, and the business called Chocolate Oasis. It's my mum's business.
Excellent. Ren, what's going on in your market? We're going all around the country now.
I used to sell my clothes at the Avondale market.
Sell what?
Clothes.
My clothes,
What sort of clothes?
like normal clothes, size 10 clothes.
Just your clothes that you used to wear.
Yeah, my clothes that I used to wear.
Great.
So, size 10 clothes and size 7 shoes. However,
Scold.
Let her talk. Carry on, Ren.
it wasn't a success because nobody could fit my clothes or my shoes.
Ren.
My size 7 shoes. So I didn't sell any of them.
Bad luck, Ren. And thanks for calling in to Market Watch. We really appreciate it.
Liam is back. He was the one whose mum forgot him at the markets before. Liam, what else would you like to add to Market Watch?
No, I got told that I got prizes if I called in and told a story, so I'm waiting on that.
Oh, your prize from the Guy Williams prize box.
Gold. Liam, I like your attitude, mate. It's a winner, and I'm going to dive into the Guy Williams prize box now.
He's diving in, Liam.
I'm just shaking through the things.
literally?
I'm shaking through the things in the prize box, possibly damaging most of the prizes.
Okay.
Your prize is an original soundtrack to a Danny Boyle film, Trance. Inside the mind, outside the law.
Dumb.
Dumb? Okay, great. Hey, we'll send you out that CD, though, and we'll get Chang to add something in for
Hang
you
on
as
the
well.
line, mate. Chang's going to pass it through.
Congratulations, Liam, from everybody here at Market Watch.
Ungrateful little prank. I'm also sending through a signed photograph that he'll also think is dumb.
Guy, Sharyn, and Clint on the edge.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the studio via phone technology from somewhere in Auckland that he couldn't be bothered coming into the studio, the Grammy Award-winning Joel Leto!
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
How are you, Joel?
Hey, I'm good. I'm really good. Thanks for that wonderful intro as well. It was very true.
Oh,
Where are you? Are you drinking champagne out of your Grammy, I'm assuming?
No, I'm in the studio. I'm in Morningside, so I'm not actually that far away.
Morningside? Why couldn't you come in?
I know.
you know what, Joel? I remember when you were in Goodnight Nurse, we'd ring you 20 minutes before an interview and you'd be here.
I drop everything. I know. Times have changed.
So what have
No, I'm flat out, so I can't, I
can
can't
imagine.
leave the studio at the moment, yeah.
I actually wanted to ask you that because I was wondering, like, how things, and you probably get asked this all the time, but how things change between one day you're Grammy-less old Joel walking along the street in Morningside to the next day you've got a Grammy. Was it like, what was the most obvious change in your life when that happened?
To be honest, it hasn't really changed. I got a whole bunch more Twitter followers. That's about it.
Because
everything's the same.
in my mind, 1 minute you're like calling up bands going, hey man, can I work on this? Can I do something with that? The next minute, everyone's calling you all of a sudden.
Yeah, well, there's definitely been a lot more of that, but it was before that. It was just once the Lord thing started taking off generally. So I've kind of just been busy since then. But I'm still in my same little studio in Morningside, until I'm moving to LA in 2 weeks. So,
Oh, there you go. That's big
So
news.
I'm still the same guy, except for next week when I'm going to LA and peace out to New Zealand. Bye.
And I'm buying a convertible and only drinking kale smoothies from now on. Are you working on any new music with Lord?
yeah. We had like 4 days in the studio over the last couple of weeks, and we did a new song. But I'm not too sure what the story is with releases and stuff. That's all very
It's top
hush hush.
secret.
But yeah. But we hadn't gone in the studio and made anything since the album, so that was just fun to see. To get back and hang out and see if we still liked each other. And it was good. It was good.
And
It was fun.
do you like each other, or has she changed?
No, it was because you never know once when people have been through these crazy things. But we've kept in touch throughout, and she's exactly the same, and it was just the same writing songs with her as it's always been. So
Cool.
that was cool. That was
Great
fun.
news.
Tell us about this new artist from America you've been working with.
Yeah, well, there's these dudes called Priory who are from Portland.
So the band's called Prairie. The song's called The Weekend.
Yeah, the band's called Priory, and the song is just called Weekend.
Okay, I was in the ballpark.
Very close.
You know what? Let's not let him say it wrong any more times, Joel. We're going to listen to the song right now. If you had to describe it in one word, what would it be?
Oh, man. I'm
that's
so
two
bad
words.
at these things.
That's 2 words.
That's all good.
Yeah.
We can just play it. So it's priority weekday.
He's
You got it.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Enjoy.
he's got a Grammy now. He doesn't have to talk like idiots like us anymore because he's going to America. The wonderful, the amazing Joel Little!
Thanks, guys.
Guy, Sharyn, and Clint on the edge.
You follow the Guy, Sharyn, and Clint account on Instagram. Good on you, mate. And also, you might have seen the historic event on Saturday when me and Clint went to the airport with Sharyn to go to Christchurch, and we got to experience Fanga sandwiches. Is that right?
You did. It's a Fanga sandwiches.
Fanga sandwich. I didn't get it right.
No, I don't know what the hell you just did.
I tripped over. I got nervous.
If you're a regular listener to the show, you're probably well aware of finger sandwiches. If you're not, Sharyn, could you just clarify what finger sandwiches are? I want to know why are they called finger sandwiches.
When you're flying out of the Auckland airport, you have to go via the little cafe, which is next to the Jetstar end, and they sell vegetarian or chicken finger sandwiches. And every time I go to the airport, I go straight there and I get them. And I'd just like to do a shout out to Norman today and Anna, who both went and tried the finger sandwiches. They tweeted me pictures of them.
Yeah.
They're called finger sandwiches because they are sandwiches that are so small you can just eat them with your little fingers. You can eat them with your fingers, not your whole hand like you do with a sandwich, just your little fingers. Like a little club sandwich with a sliced long ways.
Excuse my ignorance, but I'm just going to ask you one more time. Why are they called finger sandwiches?
I literally just said that.
Yeah.
Because they're sandwiches you eat with your fingers.
Okay, now I've eaten many sandwiches in my time.
And they're small.
They've all been eaten with my fingers.
But you need all of your whole hands to pick it up. With a finger sandwich, you just need your pointer finger and your thumb.
I feel like that might not be it.
They're like club sandwiches. That's why they're called finger sandwiches.
Are you sick of being weighed down by laborious, massive sandwiches
Yes.
that take up both your hands?
Yes.
Well, now we have finger sandwiches, which are slightly smaller.
And with a finger sandwich, you can just have a little nibble while you're having a drink at the same time. You don't have to put your drink down to eat your finger sandwich.
I'm just going to throw it out there. Do you think they're called finger sandwiches because they're cut into strips like fingers? Like
Also
fish
that,
fingers?
but not these finger sandwiches aren't like that. They have got 2 long ways ones and 2 that are rolled up like sushi.
Rest 3 out of 5 of your fingers with finger sandwiches. The lighter alternative to regular sandwiches.
No, finger sandwiches doing the hard work for you. That's what they do.
We should honestly make a promo for them. Like we should make an ad.
So, Guy,
we should endorse them.
You finally sampled a finger sandwich. Thoughts?
So Sharyn had set the bar sky high with finger sandwiches.
No, wait. I didn't. I said that I enjoyed them. I didn't say that you would enjoy them.
I actually sometimes write down Sharon's quotes because she's quite classic. And a quote that she did before she went to Mexico was, "I've been practicing my seizures so I can get free finger sandwiches at the airport." Explain that to us, Sharyn.
Well, I didn't really think it through, but I thought that maybe if I had one, they'd sit me down after in the morning.
They rub you on the back, give you a glass of water.
But I showed you my seizure. It was pretty. It was pretty believable.
So she's excellent. She's excellent at seizures, and maybe we should better do it next time. Me and Clint sampled the sandwiches. My review, they're okay.
To be honest, my review, all right.
They're really good. It's 'cause, you guys ate them wrong.
We've got to get more.
You have to eat the vegetarian. You just eat the 2 little ones first, and then you crank into the big ones. And
we ate them wrong.
Plus, I snaked you guys because you guys got the chicken ones without the cheese. And I got the ones with the cheese, and they were a good time.
Next on the show, the latest in scandal: Guy, Sharyn, and Clint.
Well, frankly, the fact that you guys don't like the finger sandwiches is a scandal.
Guy, Sharyn, and Clint on the edge.
We have got an issue on this show because there's one thing that we really pride ourselves in is Maori pronunciation and learning different things.
That should be our promo.
But
Guy, Sharyn, and Clint, we pride ourselves in Maori pronunciation.
It is Maori Language Week this week.
Hey! Kapai.
We want to work on Guy's pronunciation and also teach him a few words because his pronunciation is awful.
Isn't it pronunciation?
Oh.
I don't get that's not a Māori word.
Hey, I don't know why you're calling me out on my Māori pronunciation.
Look,
Piss off, guy. It's not English language week.
Shit, you can have that next week, okay?
I'm excellent at Māori pronunciation.
You just said pronunciation, so shut up.
Are you good though?
I'm excellent. Ka pai, kia ora.
Count to 10 for me.
Tahi, rua, toru, wha, rima, onu, whetu, wara, ima, te kao. Nailed it. That was pretty good.
Did you though?
I was impressed. When I said rua, I was like, I'm nailing this.
Did you though?
You nailed a few.
Call 911, I'm on fire. Call the whānau.
What would 911 be in Māori?
911, iwa, Remu or something. What was that? Was that in the bowl?
No, 911.
Oh, 911, yeah. What is 9? Iwa.
Yeah.
Iwa.
Yeah. It's not 9. It's not 9 though.
Iwa tahi.
No! Iwa tahi.
Iwa tahi. I nailed it. I'm good.
Okay, let's see what else you know. What is the Māori word for family?
Yeah, whānau. I nailed that one. And what about this? I've got a Māori phrase I've been working on for Māori Language Week.
Okay.
I have, what's the word for 10 again?
To ko.
I have to ko omarapati.
You have 10 running rabbits.
I have 10 rabbits I'm chasing.
No. No. You are terrible.
I'm not too bad.
You can't just combine a nursery rhyme into a sentence.
So earlier in the day, we had to pre-record an interview. Well, I shouldn't say had to. We had the honour of doing an interview with the stars of a new Kiwi film called The Dark Horse. And I had this idea for Māori Language Week that would do like a Learn Māori with Cliff Curtis. Mm-hmm. And what I want to do is give him some common phrases that I use in everyday life and get him to read them out. So it started okay. I got a normal sort of phrase that I use in everyday life. Guy Williams is the sexiest man in New Zealand.
You can use that tickle word again now if you want.
Ko waira te Guy Williams.
Oh, thank you very much.
And I said, who is Guy Williams? Ko waira te tangata Guy Williams. He tangata Chino, yeah?
Ka pai.
Is he, what did you say he was?
The sexiest man in New Zealand.
He tangata Chino Purotu ia.
Oh, thank you very much. I hope that was a little bit right.
I don't know if that means sexy, but...
It could be. So what I wanted to do is get like these commonly used phrases with Cliff Curtis, New Zealand movie star. This next one is the one I need help with. If you speak Māori or fluent in Māori, can you help me translate this? Because I'm worried he might have said the wrong thing. Check it out. My tall giraffe has very small hooves.
He kōrero tino teka tērā e hoa. Kore kaupapa tērā.
Even with my first place in Fifth Form Māori, I have no idea if he actually said, but I'm pretty sure that he's messing with you there.
Yeah.
0800 The Edge or text into 3343. There will be a prize from the Guy Williams prize box involved. Are you fluent in Māori? Can you tell me what Cliff Curtis said? It's Māori Language Week, and obviously Sharyn and Clint have reasonable skills. Sharyn, you got 100% in a test once.
I got 100% in my Māori exam at radio school, and I was the kaya of the Glenetti School Kapaka group.
Kia ora.
Clint, you've got some qualifications as well.
Yeah, I got first in Fifth Form Māori, kia ora, from Rotorua, kia ora, and Dad swears that there's a bit of Māori in us somewhere as well. So,
oh yeah.
Kia ora. But Guy, don't sell yourself short, mate. You own Boy on DVD?
Correct. It's a great movie. I've seen it many times.
Yeah, kia ora.
So to help brush up on my Māori...
Is the only word that you know kia ora?
I decided to brush up on my Māori with movie star Cliff Curtis, and it didn't go well, so we wanted help.
Yeah, so we're turning to you, the listener, for help.
Patty, you want to help out with Guy's translation of something he asked Cliff Curtis to say today. We're going to play it back to you, and then you tell us what Cliff really said. Here we go.
My tall giraffe has very small hooves.
He kōrero tino teka tērā e hoa. Kore kaupapa tērā.
Pretty much when he's talking about teko and kaka, he's pretty much saying that Guy speaks a lot of crap.
Excellent. Let's keep on deciphering it.
Yeah, as far as using the noun like giraffe, you would have said the word giraffe there. So
yeah, I thought so.
No speak of giraffe there whatsoever. When they're doing the rugby commentary, they might say, "Who's your total te kata?"
Yeah,
So
of course.
Just put the old English word in there, so nothing about Giraffe, I'm sorry to say that, guys.
Okay,
Well,
good start. Thank you, Paddy.
Kila, what's your thoughts?
Hi. Yeah, he's definitely not saying what you guys think he's saying.
What was he really saying?
I don't know. I can't remember exactly what he said, but if you play it back to me, I'll probably be able to translate.
Yeah, here it is.
exactly.
Here it is one more time. Hang on, have a listen carefully.
My tall giraffe has very small hooves.
He kōrero tino teka tērā e hoa. Kore kaupapa tērā.
What did he say?
Sorry. He said, he kōrero tino teka tērā means that's a load of rubbish.
Yeah.
And he kore kaupapa means there's no point.
He pretty much summed it up. Congratulations, you've won a prize from the Guy Williams prize box.
Oh, cool.
You've won a copy of 50 Shades Freed, which I think is the sequel to 50 Shades of Grey.
No, it's the third one in 50 Shades of Grey.
Unfortunately, I don't have the first one.
Inappropriate.
Congratulations, you also win a signed photo of my face.
Kia ora, and happy Māori Language Week.
Thank you. Ka kite.
Ka kite anō.
Guy, Sharyn and Clint on the Bloody Edge.
Thanks to BNZ, this week we're giving away money on a BNZ low-rate MasterCard if you tell us at theedge.co.nz what you need that money for. We're doing it twice a day, and we're going to do one right now.
Hello, Melissa speaking.
Hi, Melissa. It's Guy, Sharyn and Clint calling from The Edge. How are you?
Good, thanks. How are you?
We're great, thank you. We had an entry from you on theedge.co.nz, and apparently you've got a chicken problem. Can you just take us through the paces of that?
Yes, I do. Well, we've got 2 chickens in the last couple of months.
Yep.
And they're bunking with the doves, and they don't want to lay the eggs in there anymore, and they go into the garden shed and lay their eggs.
Ah!
The chickens are bunking with the doves.
Yeah, like they sit up high with them at night time on the the bars and stuff, and they nest up there with the doves up the top.
Why do you own doves? What do doves do?
Doves are just pretty. We've had them for a bit longer.
Okay.
So
Do they
we've
lay-
got the chickens. They don't lay eggs, no.
Do the doves still lay eggs?
No, they
Can you-
haven't lately.
Can you even eat a dove egg?
I don't know, but the chicken eggs are pretty damn good.
Okay. Oh, chicken eggs. Yeah, chicken eggs are all right.
Can you eat a dove?
Oh, can you eat doves?
No, you can't eat a dove. It's like a precious, beautiful bird. It's like the bird of peace or something.
I was joking.
Oh, God. Now, you've entered our competition because thanks to BNZ, we're helping people out that need some extra money. And you wanted to use the money to buy a chook house.
Yes, I would love to buy them a nice chook house so that they can have, they lay eggs every day. So.
Do chooks need houses? Why don't you just put them out under a tree or something?
They need houses so that they can lay their eggs in and they can somewhere to sleep.
You're honestly an idiot, Guy.
When chickens were in the wild, when did they live then?
When were chickens in the wild?
In a chicken hole, back in the dinosaur days.
Yeah, let's get
They don't lay their eggs if they get too cold.
Yeah, just ignore him, Melissa.
Chickens are pussies, eh?
The good news is you needed a zero, and BNZ are going to hook you up. We're going to give you $500 to buy yourself a chook house.
Oh, thank you so much.
No worries at all. Make sure that you paint it a really nice colour, and then just put thanks to Guy, Sharyn and Clint on the side of it. That'd be real good.
We're going to ask for branding on the chicken house.
Yeah.
It's going to be a big marketing
Please
push.
send us 1 dozen eggs as well.
Congratulations, Melissa, and don't forget BNZ are helping you to be good with money with the BNZ low rate MasterCard. Get all the details now at theedge.co.nz.
Guy, Sharyn and Clint. Edge.
And right now, we're about to play a game, which is all because of Clint. Clint got himself into a bit of trouble on Friday night when he was mean to Guy.
It's payback time. It's absolutely payback time.
And if you missed it on John and Ben at 10 on Friday night, there was a feature called...
It was a lie detector test to punish me.
What's
All
going
right?
on? Why am I on this side of the desk?
Because...
Mate, just shut up and let me explain the situation, okay?
Okay.
You were there, so you should know completely what's going on. So basically, there was a lie detector test and Clint shows up out of the blue, all high and mighty, wanting to ask me a question, and this is how it went down.
Time to bring out a special guest. From the Edge radio station, it's your co-host, Clint! You have a question you'd like to ask Guy, Clint?
Guy, do you sometimes bitch about us to Jono and Ben, saying you're the one with the real talent on the Guy, Sharyn and Clint show?
That does sound like something I'd say, but no.
He's telling the truth.
Oh, that's kind of disappointing.
Yeah, that's
Can we
disappointing.
shock him anyway?
Let's just shock him anyway.
That Nippo is Clint, who, even though I didn't lie, I told the truth, grabbed the cattle prods anyway and shocked me in the nipple, which I could feel for 2 days afterwards. It burnt my nipple, Clint.
Pretty classic from me, eh?
Not that classic, because I
Pretty
then had to
classic.
see Guy's nipple and it looked like it had a little blister on it.
I am now diving into the Guy Williams prize box because we've got a special guest for you, Clint. It's the cattle prod from Friday night.
Bugger off.
So today we thought we'd do our own lie detector test. If you've got a question you'd like to test Clint on, call us on 0800 The Edge or text into 3343 right now.
I'm not dumb enough to be on the John and Ben at 10 show. Why should I have to do this?
Well, because that's just the way it works.
Take your shirt off, mate. This is revenge.
Take
your shirt off.
Take your shirt off.
Okay, take your shirt off.
We're going to test out the buzzer, the lie detector first. I'm in charge of the lie detector. So Clint is going to ask you some normal questions. What is your girlfriend's name?
Lucy.
Okay, good. You weren't lying on that one.
You sure?
That's pretty good.
Do we need to also test out the shocker?
No.
See if it shocks.
Not yet.
no,
Hang
I'm
on.
telling the truth.
We need to check out that if he's lying things or something that he'll lie about. Is it true that you're saving yourself for marriage?
That is definitely not true.
Oh no, you need to lie to me.
I've got a promise ring.
So when we hear that noise, that means that you are getting shocked. So let's test it out now, guys.
Let's test it out. Let's get it.
It definitely works. 0800 The Edge if you want to ask Clint a question with the lie detector test. Guy, do you want to ask him a question first just to see if it works?
My first question for Clinton is when we were on our first week on air, the celebrity section of the New Zealand Herald section, I don't know how you got in this, in the New Zealand Herald, claimed that you had slept with over 100 women. Is this true? Yes or no?
No, that is absolutely not true.
He's not lying on that one.
Shock him anyway!
We're going to come back so with Clint's revenge, well, Guy's revenge on Clint. Here is the band. Demi Lovato, it's something to you on the edge. Zap him one more time before they start singing, guys.
No, piss off.
And right now, things are about to get awkward in the studio.
On Friday night on John and Ben at 10, Clint pulled in to do a lie detector test and shocked me, even though I didn't lie to the answer that he was asking.
Time to bring out a special guest. From the Edge radio station, it's your co-host, Clint!
You have a question you'd like to ask Guy, Clint? Guy, do you sometimes bitch about us to Jono and Ben, saying you're the one with the real talent on the Guy, Sharyn and Clint show?
That does sound like something I'd say, but no.
He's telling the truth.
That's kind of disappointing.
Yeah, that's disappointing.
Can we shock him anyway?
Let's just shock him anyway.
Screw yourself, Clint.
Pretty good from me, pretty classic.
It's still painful for me to think about that. We have the shocker live in studio. That's the sound it makes. It's a cattle prodder. We have Mon, our intern, here to run the lie detector test. Mon, you ready to go?
Yeah, man, this is some top-notch technology here.
Let's start the test.
Can I just say before we start?
No.
No talking. Shock him. Are we going to go to our first caller on the phone? Now, you get to ask the question. If it turns out that Clint is lying, you get to choose the body part that we shock as well.
Excellent.
Josh is up first. What's your question?
Hey, guys. I was just wondering, Clint, how crap do you really think Guy's surprise box is?
The Guy Williams surprise box, I can answer this without lying, is extremely crap.
Well, give him a shock anyway.
Yeah,
Okay, before I do it, what position, what part of the body?
Shock him on the ear.
Shock on the ear? Is that technically this is gross.
Take his headphones off. God, I heard
genuinely
that.
felt bad about that.
There you go,
I don't
Josh.
care, keep it coming.
Congratulations. Oh, he doesn't care. Jack is up next. Jack, what's your question?
Hey guys, just quick question. If Guy was a girl, would you sleep with him?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
These are too easy to say no
the
to.
Tallest, ugliest
I think
girl
you're
I've
lying,
ever met.
though.
We're going to go and check the lie detector test, Mon.
That one's come up as a lie.
Bullshit.
No, guys, stop shocking him.
Oh, sorry, I accidentally shocked him.
No, that one's done then.
We're going to do it again.
I choose arm, it's done.
What body part?
Pelvis bone.
Pelvis bone.
He's wearing pants. It's going to be... Okay, shock him in the dick.
No, not the
There we go. Okay, we've got another question lined up from Kevin.
He backpedaled so fast.
Actually, I'm back to being tough. Shock me in the dick. I don't care.
Kevin,
Yeah, sorry, Clint. You already lied. You said you wouldn't go on the John O'Bear show, and you did.
That's true. Shock him. Shock him.
Give him a shot.
Did I get you in the dick or does it go through the pants?
What is your question?
That was the question. He lied already.
Oh, okay, Kevin.
Shock him anyway.
Okay, we'll shock him anyway.
What position?
On his tongue.
No,
tongue. That's going to be interesting. Okay, poke your tongue out, Clint.
I don't know if I feel good about this.
Can that kill you? I feel like that can
No,
kill you.
it won't kill him.
It won't kill him. Come on.
How do you know?
He's done it before.
Because you're hard, Clint.
Oh, yeah, I'm hard.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. On the tongue. On the tongue.
Oh my god.
I'm scared.
Come onto the mic so we can hear it, mate.
I'm scarer than he is.
Okay, come on, put your tongue.
I'm shaking.
Hang on. Okay, come. Just take it back.
That was gross.
How was that?
Tongue not too bad.
Not too bad. Okay, I would like the final.
Can I please take back how scared I sounded on the radio?
I would like the final question, and my question is 4 shocks if you lie. 4 shocks.
Where does the
We're
scale,
up at the
where does the
ante.
scale
4
come
shocks in the nipple if you lie.
Both nipples or 2 on each or 4 on one side? This is important.
2 on each one. Okay.
2 on each one, okay.
That's better.
Who do you like better out of me, Guy, and Chang? Who is your favourite out of the three of us?
Big question.
We all know it's this guy.
My favourite person on the show is Chang.
That'll teach him to lie to us. Do him again, he lied. He doesn't like us. He only likes Ching. So there we go.
I'm so
payback.
sorry, Clint, but you deserved it, mate. Revenge.
Clint, we need to ask, will you ever go on the Jono and Ben at 10? Okay, he's just fallen off the chair completely now.
Clint has hit the ground.
He's hit the ground. We need to go and save Clint. Coming up next, we've got some Tovlo Foxes, a new song from GRL, and more stuff on the edge.
guys!
Shut up, liar!
Guy, Sharyn, and Clint.
On the Edge.
We're going to make a call to someone who's registered at theedge.co.nz
Favourite co-host Guy Williams, would you like to be on this call as well?
and give them some money.
Hello, Katie speaking.
Hey, Katie, it's Guy, Sharyn, and Clint calling from the Edge. How are you?
Good, thank you. How are you?
We're great, thanks. Hey, we were just reading your entry of why you need a 0 from BNZ. Could you elaborate for people that aren't familiar with your story?
I've just been selected into a New Zealand Touch squad. And
Congratulations.
So, thank you very much. And so it has huge costs involved with it. And I'm a very poor student, and so I can't really afford it at the moment.
How poor? How much is in your bank account right now?
I'm an overdraft.
What did you have for dinner last night?
For dinner last night, I had kumara chips and chicken, to be honest.
Oh, there you go. That's why.
That's pretty good.
That's why you're poor, because you live in a lavish lifestyle.
Look at you fancy pants, eating your chicken like you're a king.
Yeah.
Well, Katie, we want you to go and represent New Zealand in the Touch team. So thanks to BNZ, we're going to send you a BNZ low-rate MasterCard preloaded with $500 to go towards your trip.
Oh my gosh, that's so awesome. Thank you so much.
We need to see receipts and invoices, and if any of this money is spent on kumara chips, then we will be coming after you.
Okay, then. Thank you so much. It's awesome.
Congratulations, Katie, and thanks to the BNZ low-rate MasterCard with 0% interest on purchases for 6 months, and there's no fees for a year. So if you want all the details, go now, theedge.co.nz.
We've got $35,000 to give away, so go and tell us why you need some. Thanks to BNZ at theedge.co.nz.
Guy, Sharyn, and Clint. Edge.
Something that I've been stressing about a little bit over the weekend, the etiquette. When you try on clothes, this is something I do a lot. You try on clothes in a professional clothes store. You go into that little room behind the curtain, and you don't like anything.
Okay.
It's an awkward situation, and maybe you can relate to this, where you're coming out of the changing room, you don't want anything, all you want to do is get the F out of the store.
Yeah.
But you've still got a massive pile of clothes.
Yeah.
What do you do?
Yeah.
Ooh.
You're immediately screwed because you don't want to go up to them and just give them a huge pile of clothes that you've just messed up. Because remember, when you're in a store, like the pants are so well folded and hung.
You're never going to get pants back on those little clip hooks in the same way that they were on there originally. It's like they have to be sent back to the factory after you've tried them on.
It's a nightmare, and it's literally a walk of shame. You pull back the curtain, you walk out, you're like, I'm too poor to afford these, and I wish I was rich so I could just buy them regardless of whether I was going to wear them, just to avoid the social anxiety.
Buy them and throw them away just so you don't have to give them back to the attendant.
Just walk out with your head down and be like, sorry, no. That happens to me a lot.
Sorry, no.
So sorry.
That's what I do.
Sorry, no.
Ever since doing breakfast, I've all of a sudden grown an arse and thighs, so it is a nightmare to try clothes on. And I have got to the point, and I've become one of those women that walked out and I said, sorry, these jeans were clearly made for people without an arse and thighs.
See, that might be worse.
And then I give them back and walk out because
that might be worse
because
they might think that you've stretched them then as well.
I try.
No, because I couldn't even get them up my thighs.
Okay. I don't think you stretched them.
They went up to my knees.
I try so many clothes, and it's such a big pile, and I never want to buy anything because I'm stingy as hell. So what I do, and here's my strategy, just pile them all into a big ball, just hide it behind some other clothes, and then run away. No harm, no foul.
Good idea, because then they'll think that you stole the clothes you took in there. We've got Sam on the phone. He works in retail. Sam, what's your advice?
I reckon that basically offering the service of putting the clothes back on the shelf for the customer, I reckon that would leave the customer very, very happy. And he shouldn't be afraid to bring it up to the counter because it's up to our professional retail person to accommodate the person and put the clothes back on the shelf.
Very professional answer there. Thank you very much.
Sam, I feel like maybe you're the boss and not the employee. Like that's the official store line, but then the employer's just like, screw you, Guy Williams. All you do is come in and try on clothes and you never buy any.
Now, well, the other side of it as well is that it means that we can put the stuff back on the shelf and keep it looking professional and keep looking like nicely presented for the next person that comes in.
Oh, there you go.
You go into some retail places, though, and you can tell the girls that are like, you walk in, you're like, can I try these on? They're like, yeah, how many have you got? Like,
Such an attitude.
I've got 5. You can only have 4. Okay, I'll take these 4 and come out. Oh, no, I don't want these. So you didn't need 4 then. I'm like, you bitch. Like, I understand you're having a bad day, but I could have enjoyed those. Or if you walk in and you're like, I'll just try these on, thanks. And you come out and they look at you like, I knew that wasn't going to fit you.
The latest.
You're definitely a 16, babe.
Guy, Sharyn and Clint. Edge.
One of our favourite YouTube channels has got to be Shorty Street Scandal. Look it up and we'll link to it, and we do link to it because it's amazing. Right now we'll wrap up the week of Shorten Street, so you're up to date for this week. Welcome to the studio, James!
Hey!
Hello.
He's not in the studio, guys. He's on the phone.
Oh, welcome to the phone from Dunedin, James!
Hey!
James, it's time to get your highlights from the week. We'll start off with the uncomfortable scene of the week.
So this week, for some reason on the show, they decided to have Vinny and Leanne try to teach Vinny's son how to make babies. It was very uncomfortable.
It really was.
To make a baby, you need 2 things. One of them's an egg.
An egg?
Well, girls have eggs and boys have swimmers.
There are 2 magic ingredients inside our bodies.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what they're called, but the important thing is that when a man and a woman put the ingredients together, a baby's made. Does that mean you guys could have a baby?
No, never.
So Vinny looks at Leanne like, never ever are we going to get together.
Yep, it was very sad for Leanne.
Time for the unnecessary scene of the week.
A few weeks ago, Vinny taught his son how to do Samoan dance moves. Then, after teaching his son how to make babies this week, he decided to teach his son how to make pizza while attempting a bad Italian accent.
Okay, so the first thing you have to do is you have to show the dough who is the boss.
So bad. Can you do an Italian accent, James?
Oh, thank you.
I reckon that we could all do a better Italian accent than Vinny. Give it a go, Guy.
The best thing about pizza is putting it in the oven so it's nice and spicy.
Okay, if Borat was making a pizza, I think that's the voice he would use.
Give it a go, Clint.
My favourite thing... Oh, now I'm Borat.
We're going straight to Borat. Time for the annoying character of the week.
This week, Leanne somehow became the owner to the lease of Vinny's house.
Okay.
That's weird.
Yes, and then she kept bothering Vinny and Ulla about perverts climbing up their house and sneaking in through the bathroom.
Who climbing up? Perverts.
Yeah.
And the latch on the bathroom window is broken as well.
And that's more serious. You never know what perverts are hanging around.
But that's upstairs, though.
They climb.
They climb,
That's
guys.
the thing about perverts, they definitely climb. One other thing that I wanted to bring up just before we let you go, James, is that I've heard about Sarah and TK's kid. I've heard their storylines kind of going nowhere. They're a bit dull at the moment, but I had a mate who said that Sarah and TK's kid is the ugliest child on TV. Is that true?
Well, I don't want to be mean, but it's not the most beautiful that I've ever seen.
That's awful.
It'll get better
You
looking.
guys are so mean. Tilly got hit by a car.
To be fair, though, can I say that I was a really good-looking kid and I've turned out as a really ugly adult? So that kid will probably blossom into a flower. Let's be
Let's
honest.
get out before we say the
Adam
wrong
Sandler's
thing.
kid.
James, ladies and gentlemen!
That Shorty Street scandal, we'll put a link to it up on our Facebook page because James does very funny videos.
Guy, Sharyn, and Clint on the edge.
It's Monday. It's time for an update on what's in the glossies.
Gossip. Scandal. Romance. Sexy. News. Clint and the glossies.
Hold on to your subscription, everybody, because shit is about to get glossy. Do you like that? Is that a good way of saying it?
Sounds
Yes.
like you're going to gloss some feces.
Yeah.
Gloss some feces?
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah. Sounds like
Don't
good
think about it. Don't dwell on it.
Oh, okay.
Good
all right.
point. Favourite member of the show, Guy Williams.
Oh, let it go, mate. I was bound and gagged by you two. Did you think I was going to say you were my favourite?
Some people like to be bound and gagged.
This week, not me. This week, a bit of a change. We're focusing on one glossy mag and one glossy mag only. And this week, it's the New Zealand Women's Day.
We're not going to tell you what magazine it is, but it's a day that women enjoy.
He just said what the magazine
Oh,
was.
damn it!
Too slow, mate.
God.
In here, they've done a special on baby George, Prince George, and they've done one of those real weird digital recreations that they quite often do with like Madeleine McCann to say what she would look like when she's grown up.
Yeah, except that's for like a police inquiry.
Yeah, that's for a missing child.
This is for just like women who just have way too much spare time.
Yeah, he looks a little bit like Chris off Shortland Street's son.
Can I
he looks a
have a
little bit like Harry from Shortland Street. And they've done a weird percentage to say what parent he looks most like, but they've actually only used clothes as a reference point. So in one photo, he's wearing the same frilly thing that Prince Charles wore as a kid. And even with the frilly stuff, he still only looks like 7% of Prince Charles.
Because all the baby photos look the same. Like if you ask me, he looks exactly the same as Prince Charles. Because babies all look the same.
They don't all look the same.
They do.
Also, this week in the New Zealand Women's Weekly, Michelle Pickles gets the puntastic headline of the week.
TV3 sports lady.
Michelle Pickles. Michelle's in a pickle.
Oh, that is genius. That is very good.
That is bad.
That must have taken them like 3 days
That
to come
is
up
bad.
with.
And the best part, even in the top, ta-ta, Trevor.
Do you want to know what the pickle is?
What?
She's going to cover the Commonwealth Games and her husband Trevor's not going. So she's less in a pickle and more has a job.
She's just YOLO, Michelle. Have a good time.
This week in the New Zealand Women's Day, they've also done a fashion special, and it's a baby fashion special this week. A lot of singlets.
What's hot for babies?
Yeah.
Nappies.
A lot of singlets, a lot of pants that are stretchy enough to fit over nappies.
Do they have frilly ballerina dresses?
I always buy people those, for their babies.
The best dressed baby in the fashion section is a kid in a business shirt with a knitted vest. So he's a business baby, and he's the most fashionable.
That sounds real reasonable when your kid's going to vomit on itself.
And the big story in the New Zealand Women's Day this week is our very own JJ and Dom.
Where's Mike?
They've made the cover. Wow, this is a marriage story.
Is it a story about how Mike's their kid?
A little bit, maybe. No. JJ's message to Dom: I've had a change of heart, and the good news is she's finally leaving him.
Hey!
Do you know, they actually don't even joke about that, because I text yesterday saying, hey Dom, what's your marriage bombshell? And he goes, we're taking a break, but we're still going to work together. And I almost cried. I was really gutted. I was like, no, you can't do this. Brad and Jen have already let me down. Beyonce and Jay-Z are on the rocks. You guys can't be on the rocks as well. But luckily they didn't.
No, the marriage bombshell, it does say on the cover, marriage bombshell.
Bombshell.
JJ's finally decided to change her name to Dom's last name, so they are now JJ Harvey and Dom Harvey. Bombshell.
I wonder if that was an alpha male thing also from Dom, because whenever we talked about going to their house, we wouldn't go, we'll go around to the Harveys. We'd be like, is it going to be a Feenie party? Are we going around to the Feenies? So that his last name became Feenie. So maybe he was like, I'm sick of people saying that we're the Feenies. I want us to be the Harveys.
There you go. All that is inside this week's Women's Day. I've summarised it so you don't have to read it. But do read this one because JJ and Dom are in it. So go and grab it anyway.
There's also a great ad for a washing machine on the back. If anyone's interested. That was my favourite bit.
Guy, Sharyn and Clint on The Edge.
The Edge and Sovereign have been capturing the mood of the nation lately, and people had to go and tell us how they were feeling on the New Zealand mood map on our website, and they went in the draw to win an incredible healthy living trip overseas, all thanks to Sovereign Insurance. And we've actually got a winner now. So
awesome.
Are you ready? We're going to ring someone. They got an awesome trip that I'm super jealous of.
I'm not ready.
Are you ready now?
I'm ready now.
Okay.
While she's dialing, Guy, what's your mood?
Oh,
12?
shivers, I did the wrong number.
12. 12's not a mood. 12's a number.
Okay.
Okay. So if okay is 12, what was the 12 out of?
20.
Oh, yeah.
Not great.
Still on the better side of 10.
Could be better.
I feel like your mood scale needs work.
12.
Hello, is this Lisa?
Yeah.
Hey, Lisa, it's Guy, Sharyn and Clint calling from The Edge.
Hi.
We are just ringing you because you entered our mood map competition. And what was your mood that you said you were in?
I can't think right now.
So maybe confused. And what part of the country do you live in?
I live in Auckland.
Hey!
Well, we've got some great news for you. You've won a healthy living trip for two to the Maldives on a luxury getaway.
Oh my God.
Flipping out, yeah. Congratulations, mate.
Congratulations.
It's a cool prize, especially in the middle of winter, right?
Yeah, that's amazing. This has been one hell of a roller coaster day.
Why? What has this
tell us
happened?
about it. What's up?
Oh, just all sorts. Let's just say that will be amazing.
Okay.
And you might see Beyonce and Jay-Z because they go on holiday in the Maldives sometimes, so keep an eye out for celebrities.
For being
hell yeah.
For being confused in Auckland, you have won a trip out of Auckland. Hooray!
Congratulations, Lisa. Hold the line. We'll grab all your details and go and tell us how you're feeling now on the New Zealand Mood Map. It's on theedge.co.nz or moodmap.co.nz.
Guy, Sharyn and Clint on The Edge.
There you go, everybody. That was the podcast.
What an excellent podcast it was.
Yeah.
I thoroughly enjoyed it.
What an excellent podcast it was.
I didn't actually listen back to the podcast, but what I did was I was doing it at the time and it felt like good.
Sometimes reflection's important.
Yeah.
Because sometimes it feels good while you're doing it.
Yeah.
But in hindsight, it was bad.
What are you trying to say? Is doing this right now a good idea?
Well, I'm doing a double entendre here.
Yeah.
Where I'm saying I'm using a metaphor. I'm using the show as a metaphor for
what?
you having sex with a woman.
I'm going to be honest with you, Clint. You've completely lost me, mate. We've gone down one of those alleyways.
What I'm saying is,
I don't know what I'm looking at anymore.
What I'm saying is, potentially, and not necessarily,
yes,
you are a selfish lover. Perhaps you're enjoying it, but the other person is not.
I think that's the case with most of the things that I do, to be honest. Let's not limit that just to the bedroom, okay? Thank you so much for listening to the show, everybody, and we'll see you again tomorrow. Oh, we won't see you, but we'll yarn with you again tomorrow.
Bye.
Later.
The Guy, Sharyn and Clint podcast.